right, we're gonna go get on this thing, check the stability. Oh, that's good, man, it's working good. So I'm able to stand up and turn around and pivot without any issues. And as you can tell, it's not on land. All right, let's see. How it goes. So we're out here testing best as we can the Ascend 133X. This is a paddle test. So you can see I've got some wind. So we're currently going with the wind, so it's paddling fairly easy. Let's try to turn it. Actually, it's not that bad at all. Now, here's the thing about this boat. It weighs 125 pounds. So if you are planning on paddling it, smaller water is going to probably be your friend. I think most of the people that buy this boat are looking for stability and probably the ability to add a motor to the front or the back, which is not a problem, obviously, with this design. So, as you can see, it's paddling fine, even against the wind. I'm not in a dead standstill, and we're looking at about 12-mile-an-hour winds right now out of the north. So, it paddles pretty well. I know one of the things that everybody's asked about is stability. So I'm gonna stand up. I've not done this before, but like you can see how easy I stood up. I'm 6'2", about 200 pounds. So, this is not a gymnast-sized person exercising. The wind is pushing me because I'm standing up, obviously, and it become like a big sail. But like, I'm standing up and sitting down. Like this is effortless. Not having to brace on anything. It's like really easy. So paddle test, yeah. I mean, it's not going to win any speed races, but super stable. Let's see if we can. Oh yeah. Yep. So you can really rock and roll this thing and not have to worry about it. So for you bigger guys, we didn't talk about it a whole lot previously, but that number right there, 550 pounds, that's going to be able to hold a big old person and a bunch of gear. So, and keep in mind that's NMMA rated, so that means even with 550 pounds in the boat, the water's still going to be 5 inches below the lowest point on the top of this boat. So you're still going to have 5 inches below here with 550 pounds on it. So I'm really digging it. Next up, we're going to go put the motor on it and see what we can do with that. So we are cruising along with Minn Kota Tarova on this Ascend 133, and I'm basically driving it by remote so that I don't have to use the foot pedal, and I can slow it down. I can even hit anchor and save it, and now it's gonna do the work for me. You can see it's keeping me on my spot in the wind. Now, the thing to keep in mind is on a small boat like this, that motor is going to be able to move the boat very quickly. So you got to be ready. You got to be in your seat. Pretty cool watching this thing work. What I wanted to do was take it out on some of this, calmer water to where I wouldn't just absolutely get pounded, just in case. We've got some wind that's blowing across here. The wind's down to 9 right now out of the north. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off the anchor, and we're going to kind of show you what this thing can do. So that's only at half power, and you can program in different spots. Once you save a spot, you can tell it to go to that spot, all kinds of stuff. So if you're marking fish on a ledge or something like that and you need to stay out in the middle, it's a great way to do it. It sounds like a little bit of a Minn Kota commercial, but it, it's a really cool feature that for some folks is going to be affordable. I mean, if you're thinking about having to pedal all day versus having the motor drive you around, this is going to work a lot easier on your body. So if you're like me and stuff's starting to break down, this is a great option. So we're gonna tell it to anchor up right here. I'm gonna save that, and we're gonna scroll down and save that as slot 3, and then it's gonna do its work. You'll see it'll keep making adjustments. So if I want to stay on this deep pocket of weeds that's got a hard packed sand bottom below it, I can absolutely do that. And I can set up a drop shot, or I can set up a Carolina rig to go down a channel. There's a lot of different things that I can do. And it's just going to keep working to try to keep me in this same spot. You can see it making adjustments right there. It's like, wait, I'm drifting a little off course. And so it'll kick up. And also will change the speed of the motor. And here we go. It's readjusting. So if you use that tree right there as kind of your waypoint, it's showing you how it's making its adjustments. Very cool feature. All right, well, I'm gonna get to fishing. Hope that's showing you guys some stuff. I guess we'll probably have some guys ask about speed. So let me do that before I get to fishing. Let me take this off anchor. And turn. So we're only at half speed of the trolling motor right now. Let me get her straightened out, and then we're just gonna knock it all the way up to 10. And as you can see, it's booking. This bad boy is moving. Clocking 4.2 right now. So if I wanted to get a little faster, I could probably drop this column down. I could probably drop this column down a little bit more on the trolling motor and get it a little deeper, but it becomes inefficient at that point, and you get more bend on the bow if the motor's too far down, or if the prop is too far down in the water. And I don't want to lose the ability to get in 18 inches of water, which is where I have it set right now. So that's what we're dealing with.